Hello, lovelies. Well, it's Nikki here, sitting in the backyard. It's Friday. I have an amazing weekend coming up where I'm going to be surrounded by the closest people in my life. It's up at the lake. I'm going to be listening to the waves as I fall asleep. I'm going to be watching the sky turn before I do. I'm going to have a campfire. It's going to be glorious. Oh, Scottish festival as well, so there'll be fireworks. Hey, hey. Anyway, here I am in the backyard, just chilling out. I am, in full disclosure, exercising my legal right to better living through chemistry. But I just thought I would capture this moment, capture the vibe. Been kind of thinking that maybe I should document some of this. I think, well, at some point we'll all be gone, so there should have been some record of what I was thinking. It's a good point in life right now. Job is amazing. I've got some amazing people in my life. I've got a sense of purpose. I'm working in renewable energy, helping to be part of the solution, not part of the problem, because Lord knows that's an accurate description. Anyway, so I'm gonna flip the camera around and just sort of pan by, maybe comment on what I see every day. Okay, so the view from my stoop has got open sky, and Dave the lawyer lives over in that house over there. This is the church of First Church of Christ Scientist, so don't confuse them with the Scientologists. This is not the same organization. Anyway, apartment tower, in the back of the other house that the church owns. They own the one that I rent, and there's the Christian Science reading room in there. And then over here we've got this amazing view which cuts here in the middle of winter. Orion is right there, and the first constellation I learned. Sorry for the shaky hand. There'll be I'll talk about that in a few minutes. But anyway, I've got not much color right now, but got these beautiful lilies here. Oh, in the back, that's my new patio table. I got that from work. That's wire reel or cable drum. I paid the security deposit because it's been a bucket list thing as long as I can remember, that I wanted a patio table made of one of these. So some more color. If you look in the background, you may notice that basically this is evolution of the fittest, or survival of the fittest. This is like a Darwin garden, as a friend of mine calls it. But I mean, everything that grows here is invasive. There's 5 different types of vines. There's this ground cover, which gets these little purple flowers that the bees seem to like. I got goldenrod for the bees in the fall. I got some things I don't know what they are, but look at this. Surrounded by vines, trying to make it so lush back here. I just let them fight it out, and I just kind of manage it. Flip back. So there used to be a tree here, but it's just a stump now. So I feel like I lost a lot of privacy back here. So I've been weaving all the wild things into the fence to get some privacy, because God knows this is Kitchener's most colorful neighborhood. All right, okay, gonna stop here and let me tell you a little bit about the neighborhood. So I live in what I believe is Kitchener's most colorful neighborhood, and that's putting it mildly. Basically, I'm in a block where there is a tent city, and I support them being there, because that's the best solution where you're at. Shouldn't be hassled for it. So there's the tent city, and then there's the soup kitchen, which is also a thrift store, which sometimes you find amazing things in there. It's oh, so cheap. Then there's where I'm at, and then another block over there's a supervised drug injection site. which I totally am on board with, like harm reduction. I mean, come on, people. This is not rocket science. But anyway, it's almost a straight line between all the places and my place. And I share this huge apron, you might have seen it, with the church. So between the house and the church and through my driveway is a constant parade of the most colorful characters you will ever meet. Many regulars, many people seeming to be having a bad day, to put it mildly. One of the characters, and yeah, like first time I'm like, what was going on? But there is an individual who sort of basically circles my block and the block next door, just sort of moaning at the top of his voice with his hands raised and his face raised to the sky. No, no, God, no, why, no, no. And it'll go on for hours. We've had some interesting things. We've had police chase through the yard. I've had police dogs in the yard. A lot of things go missing. And once again, I don't begrudge somebody something. If I left it outside and you need it more than I do, then you're welcome to it. But there's that. But anyway, the reason I'm in front of this camera, like I said, is maybe I thought I should document some of this experience. With the pandemic, I think a lot of people will empathize that it was spent in almost complete solitude, terrified, out of work, dependent on the government, you know, not really seeing a path through. And then I got this new job, which I've had for a couple of years now, which is amazing. Surrounded by the most diverse group of talented, passionate, and funny individuals. Like every single one of them is a character. I love it. But like I said, I spent a lot of time alone. And through that time, unfortunately, coming out of the pandemic, I watched my father slowly fade away from this world. And it was tough times. That was 6-7 months ago. And I've mostly spent that time in solitude as well, apart from going into work every day. Those of you who know me, it's not many of you, and thank you. I'm full of gratitude for all that time. But I guess watching my father pass, it had me thinking a lot on the heels of other poor news. Some of you know, and I've been hinting on social for quite a while now, that I have been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. And I'm a few years in, maybe several, depending on how you count the first symptoms. But I am headed towards an uncertain and unpleasant end. So basically, brain is losing motor control. Eventually, it'll affect cognitive ability, then it'll affect personality, and it's almost a sure certainty that I will be struggling with dementia at my end as well. So before I'm gone, which is no time soon, please, please, please don't worry on needlessly, lovelies. I think I'd just like to sit and chat. Probably going to be in the same state of mind, but just share some stories, share some jokes, share some drama, and sort of where I'm at.